Okay, this is another part of the practice for control test 1. And we're going to add some algebraic fractions here. Well, you know, algebraic fractions are no different than regular fractions in that you can only combine them if you have a common denominator. Well, you've got 6, you've got 3, you've got 2. The least common multiple, the smallest number that all these numbers will divide into, is 6. So we're going to make 6 the bottom of each one. That's what we do. Well, this is just over 6, so we can write down 6 once now here, as long as we make sure that we do the same thing to the top and bottom of the fractions. We've got 5x plus 1, 5 times x plus 1, which is 5x plus 5 over 6. That's the first part. But the key thing here is we want to turn this 3 into a 6. So we multiply it by 2 and it turns into a 6. But if we multiply the bottom by 2, we've got to remember to multiply the top by 2. So there you have your little 2 there. And this one, 2, has now changed into 6. We multiplied it by 3. So we just have to multiply the top by 3. Well, that's the key thing, finding the common denominator and making sure you multiply the numerator of these fractions by the right number. Top and bottom by 2 here, top and bottom by 3 here. Now let's just be careful multiplying it out. Minus 2 times x is minus 2x. Minus 2 times minus 1 is plus 2. 3 times x is 3x, and 3 times 2 is 6. Now we just put the x's together. 5 plus 3 is 8x, minus 2x is 6x. And 5 plus 2 is 7, plus 3 is 13. There's your final answer, 6x plus 13 over 6. Well, here's another question. We've got to make this, but now we have the denominator of x's and 2x and x and 3x. We have to have the same thing in the bottom. Well, the key is, again, the least common multiple of 2 and 3 is 6. There's already x there that's common to everything, so that's okay. So what do we have to do here? This is 3x, 3 times x plus 1. That's 3x plus 3. We're going to have to multiply. We decide that 6 is our least common multiple here, so we put 6 as the common denominator. But if this is 2x, we have to multiply it by 3 to turn it into 6x. And this fraction here, we're going to have to multiply the top and bottom by 6. And this one, to turn 3x into 6x, we're going to have to multiply the top and bottom by 2. Well, there it is, 3, 6, and 2. Now we got to multiply it all out. 3 times 3x is 9x. 3 times 3 is 9. Minus 6 times x is minus 6x. Be careful, minus 6 times minus 1 is positive 6. 2 times x is 2x. 2 times 2 is 4. Now let's put all the x's together. 9x minus 6x is 3x. 3x plus 2x is 5x. Okay, and the numbers, what do we have there? 9 plus 6, that's 15. That's 15. We add another 4, we get 19. There's our final answer. And our final answer is 5x plus 19 over 6x. Let's do one more question, and that's the answer to the next question we're going to look at. The question is, simplify this, a squared b minus ab over a squared minus a. Well, so much of this stuff is just factoring and then canceling. So look at this thing here and say, what's in both? Well, a and b, AB is in both. AB times a gives me a squared b. AB times minus 1 gives me minus AB. Well, there's the top factored. So very likely that you're going to have a minus 1 on the bottom because you need it to cancel. Well, let's just see. A's in both of these things. A times a is a squared. A times minus 1 is minus a. Well, look, a minus 1 divided by a minus 1, as long as a doesn't equal 1, is going to just cancel and be 1. A divided by a is going to cancel and equal 1. A divided by a is 1. Well, 1 times b equals b, and that's all that you're left with. So There you go.